Hi everybody, my name is Alexander Listengort, and you probably haven't heard of me before because most of the time all my works were published mostly in Russian. And by works I mean consultations and books and everything and all the stuff which I wanted to share with people all this time was actually in Russian. And I don't know how much people will watch this video eventually, but anyways, a couple of days ago I decided to go on a global scale, to go international, and I've just understood at some point that what I really want to share with people has no borders, has no frontiers, and has no any limits and limitations, regardless any languages or political situations or something, because what I'm talking about in my works is meaning of life and life after life and soul and spiritual life and being happy. So having that said, let me introduce myself a little bit. So as I've said, I'm Alexander Listengort and I'm currently based in Moscow. I've changed a lot of locations throughout my journey. Now I'm 28, which of course may arise some questions among the audience, like, you're so young, so why are you sharing knowledge about how to live, and like, why you're telling other people what to do with that, why are you making advice on that? So as I've said, I don't know eventually how many views will this video get and where my works went up, but what you call wisdom and what you call eternal memory of your soul, it has nothing to do with the age. That means that we're living in a world which is rather mad world, where a grandson can be more experienced in life actually than his grandfather. So this is the world we're living. So when you meet someone on the street or on the internet, which is nowadays like quite the same because we meet people everywhere, never judge him on his appearance or on his age. First of all, his age, because it has nothing to do with the age, and it has nothing to do with the years that you have lived on earth, because the point is that which of these ages you have lived consciously, and which of these ages you have transformed into a true spiritual experience and understanding, because the years pass by and actually it doesn't give you anything, any insights by itself, automatically. You should put it out of there, and that's what makes you wise, and that's what makes you feel after some time that you have really lived this life. Alright? So in my works, as I've told you, I talk about meaning of life and death, and why we choose specific families to be born in, why we choose specific partners, and why we choose specific languages to talk, and why we choose specific audience and like specific conditions to live in, and which tasks arise in front of our souls and our destinies, and who chooses the destinies. And the answer is very simple: we choose our destinies, we choose our path. And the question is why we choose this or that specific path in our lives, why we choose this or that body with all its conditions and circumstances and everything. And once you understand that this body is not really you, that real you is the self, the soul, you may call it soul or spirit or something, but it's nothing that it's not your body, because your body carries what you really are. So temporarily you're covered by all this body stuff, you're like veiled under that, but then you become unveiled, and after death, as we call it, which is actually just continuing of life, you become your real self again. And this real self of yours, it chooses where to live and how to live and which tasks to do. So if you come here to find an answer for a question, what is the meaning of life, I may tell you that there is no specific meaning of life, because meaning of life is really different from life to life. And if you take like 100 of people, you will see 100 different meanings of life, which can be common in some ways. In some respect they may like look rather the same, but considering different families and background and different number or count of past lives and different success and results of these past lives, the meaning of life itself will be really different. So your task is not like discover what is the global and universal meaning of life. Your task is just to discover what is your own meaning of current life, and that will be the answer. Because knowing your true destination in this life, you will also cognize like what is it like to be eternal, and what is it like to pass from life to life, and what for. What for is surely for being better and for getting closer and closer to the level of the creator of the universe, of the world and everything. We're all like small creatures which are making level after level. We're leveling up and upgrading ourselves to become higher and more wise and better, and to reveal the art of loving and being loved in this mad world. So as I've said, most of my works are in Russian, but now I will work on it. I will try to put some of my works and choose some of them and translate in English, because for going global and for the wider scale of sharing the information, this has to be like international. So in conclusion, just want to remind that I'm Alexander Listengort, and I'm the author of 3 books which are called in Russian New Stage of Awakening. It's like the series of books, and here you may see the picture. So the first book is called Return to the Stars. The second book is The Festival of Life on Earth, and the third book is Vivifying Treasures of Wisdom, Life, Soul Before and Afterlife. Soul Before and Afterlife. And this series are called The New Stage of Awakening, and I have been writing those books from when I was 18 till I became 27, and they have been published throughout the past year 2020, which was extremely successful for me in this respect, and like in many other respects as well. Also, I'm a tutor. I'm an instructor of foreign languages. I teach English, Russian, Spanish, Turkish, Hebrew, and Armenian languages, which I adore and admire each of them. And every day, like driving around Moscow, this amazing city, driving around anywhere, being anywhere in Israel or in Paris or in New York or like in Istanbul, I always listen to music like in at least 8 or 10 or 12 languages, and I admire each of them. And also I'm not really a fan of those words like coach or mentor or something, or guru. I'm not another guru, I'm not another coach or something. You may find them on the internet, but I really do consult people, and I provide people with some insights, because even before way before my books were published and printed, many people came to me with their questions. I didn't know why, but then I understood that people really trust me, and I didn't know why, but I raised them some confidence that they can trust me and they can ask me anything they want, and something arises them the confidence that I will provide them with the right answers, and it really happens, and I'm really grateful for that. I'm really grateful for each of your comment. I'm really grateful for each view, and I'm really grateful for each question of yours. Alright, so if you feel like you want to share something in respect of regarding spirituality or relationships, or like what they call now this fashion word, life coaching or relationship coaching or spiritual coaching, you may just take me into that. So don't hesitate, and it it may be public. You may go public with your questions, or you may find me privately on my Instagram, which is Listengort888, like Listengort38. This is my family name, by the way, Listengort. Or you can find me here on YouTube or on Facebook, Alexander Listengort, or anywhere you may find me. And see you. Nice to meet you, and thanks for your attention. Have a great time, and don't forget about your soul. Remind yourself every day, looking into the mirror and looking into your eyes really deeply, really deep. Remind yourself that you are a soul which is now temporarily on earth, accomplishing its tasks. And let it be there the light, and let all the tasks of humans on this planet be accomplished successfully and in the best way they should be accomplished.